Hi everyone, my name is Kausal and I am going to present the interview series for the Python. So, for this series, the first question is what is the Python and what are its key feature? So, standard definition you can say that Python is a high level interpreted dynamically typed garbage collector programming language that supports the procedural, object oriented and functional programming and comes with the large standard library. So, this is just a formal definition. Now, understand the each keyword like high level, interpreted, dynamically typed. So, these are the features of the Python. So, I will go to a deep dive of each one concepts. So, first is the high level language. What do you mean by the high level language is? It means that it is close to the human and you don't care about the different type of the low level programming you don't care about the memory management, you don't care about the register, you don't care about the garbage collections. All these type of the activity it automatically handled by the Python. Now, this is the example of the high level. Just it is just like a plain language, and it is very easily to understand. So it is close to the human also. And whenever we assign the number is equal to this, so it is automatically reference the number to this list. And whenever the uses of number has been finished, the memory collected by this number is automatically released and used for further use. Now comes to the interpreted language. What do you mean by the interpreted language? It means that in Python language, uh, first the source code.py file is compiled into the bytecode, and after that, with the help of Python virtual machine, it reads the bytecode and provides the output. So, interpreted language executes the code using interpreter rather than compiling the each program compiling the entire program into the machine code beforehand. So first of all, Python code is compiled into the bytecode, which is then executed by the Python virtual machine rather than being converted directly into the native machine code. So this is the meaning of the interpreted language. Means it executes the code using interpreter. So now comes to the third one. What do you mean by the dynamically typed? Dynamically typed means that the type of the variable decides by the value assigned to this variable at runtime. And same variable can be used to store the different type of the data. Suppose here a is equal to 3. So we assign the integer to the a variable and then I execute to find out the type of a, it will returns the int. Now again we assign the same variable to the string and find out the type of it will return the strings. So this is the meaning of dynamically type, means the type of variable has been determined by the value assigned to that particular variable. Now comes to the point is garbage collected. So in the Python program, garbage collection is a automatic process or recalibrating the memory occupied by the objects that are no longer references. So see the example here. This is the class student class, and we initialize the self name is equal to name, and we create the object equal to student Kaushal. So reference count number is 1. Now as definer assign this value to the new variable. So this is a reference count number 2, means this variable is counted by 2. Now delete the S1, reference count number is 1, and delete S2, reference count number is 0. So whenever the reference count number becomes the 0, object is immediately destroyed and the memory occupied with this object is automatically reclaimed by the Python. So whenever we delete the objects, so the memory occupied that particular object is automatically released and it can be further used by the another program, another variables. So in the Python language, you can say that the garbage collection is autonomous process. We don't care about the garbage collection. Like in C, C++, we have to take care about all these points. So whenever the object reference has been null, so we have to take care about all these things. Now next one is the readable syntax. So readable syntax means it is just a plain English language, and it also provides some standard, like you have to follow the some indentation, and you have to give the indentation to define the code block, and you don't need to use the curly braces or colon semicolons like this one that we use in C. So you can see here, this is the example of readable syntax, means whatever the we write inside the code, it can easily be readable. It is just like a plain language, and it also you can say that it also force you to follow the proper indentation, and in the Python language you don't need to use open the curly braces and close the curly braces, and you don't need to provide the semicolon after the any statement. So this is just a human readable, and it provides the easy syntax. Just say here, it print the all the names. suppose if we don't follow the indentation, the code will not be executed. It forces you that follow the indentation. So forcing the indentation, it really be uh, easy to read the code for anyone. Now comes to the next one is it contains a large standard library. Of course, it contains so many libraries that you can easily use for a complex things. Like this is the math library. From this library, you can find out the square root of 144. So this is the standard libraries. There are so many libraries like OS, date time, and a random, JSON. So these are the different libraries. So with the help of OS, you can do the all the operating system operation. With the help of date and time, you can work properly with the date and time. Random, you can generate the random number. With the help of JSON, you can read and write the JSON data very efficiently. So these are the different libraries that there are so many such type of library. So you can say that Python is rich in providing a different library that you can use in your code very efficiently. Now comes to the next concept is multi-paradigm language. What do you mean by multi-paradigm language? It means that it supports a different type of the coding structures, or you can say that it supports a different type of the approach, so that you can write the same code in different approach. Means it supports a procedural, it supports object oriented, and it also supports the functional programming. So it means that it is a multi-paradigm language. Now see the example of procedural. Procedural programming. So you can define a function like add a or b, put the colon, see it follow the automatically indentation. It comes, the pointer comes to the after some doing after some giving the space. Now return a plus b. So this function has been defined. Now call this function is equal to add 2 and 3, print RINT result. See, it gives the 6. So this approach is called the procedural programming. So you define all the function and call that function. So this style of programming, you can say that the procedural programming. Now comes to the object oriented programming. Object oriented programming. It means we use the class and object type of the programming. So class student define a method greet method self now print hello. So this is the structure of class. Now how to call this, how to use this class? By using the making the object of that class. Now see, suppose see s is equal to student so this we create the objects. Now with the help of objects we call the method of greet. See, the output is hello. So this type of the programming style is considered the object oriented programming. Now next one is functional programming. Functional means using the functions, or you can say that functional programming treats the computation as the evolution of the function and use the tools such as map, filter or lambda. Now see here, numbers equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the list and you want to print the result list map lambda function x is equal to x power of 2 and gives the numbers as a argument. List map and list closing. Suppose what are the invalid syntax. Map lambda lam, okay, lam bd lambda x, okay fine. Now print result. So say here this type of the programming style is considered functional programming. So it treats a computation as evolution of functions and use the tools of map or like this one. So I have given the all the three type of the style of the programming that Python uses. So you can say that this is the multi-paradigm language. So these all features I have given the example of all these one. So hope you understand the concepts of each points or each features like high level language, interpreted, dynamically typed, garbage collector, readable syntax, And large standard libraries and multi-paradigm language means it supports the different programming styles like procedural, object oriented and functional programming. So, this is the answer of the question 1, and I try to give the answer in deepest manner so that interviewer can easily be understood all the features. So, that is it for this video. Hope you like it. Now, in next video, I will explain the next interview questions. Till then, keep learning, keep smiling, and have a good day. Bye.